Music by Indigo Saint.
Yeah, P1, I'm moving on research. See, that's the difference between making a bag or losing a bag. Or it's like work, research. BOT make the tech work. And Underdog, you like Cap Kirk. We masters in the Metaverse, just research.
Fact, fake, or shill. Today on the Underdog Research channel, I will explore a new announcement that was stated that Binance will list SWFT Coin on its website for trading. Now, that was a huge announcement. So I want you to know by the end of this video, I will let you know if in May of 2024, Binance will be listing this project, what I found, and what you need to know. But before I do that, I need you to pay attention to this, folks. I told you about Indigo Saint. He is a musician and also a mathematician who has collaborated with me, and he has released this new song for my channel. I hope you liked it. Was that not awesome? If you listen to this channel, he is doing big things. And so I want you to know, if you like the music, if you like the things such as that, go to the link in the description, go to Indigo Saint on the Third Eye channel, because that is his channel, the Third Eye channel, and let him know that you like what he did. He is going to be doing a lot of content with me in a collaboration exclusive with the Third Eye, where we'll be talking about opportunities that people are not looking at with the music industry, with technology, and give you an opportunity to look at this too. So if you know someone or you yourself want to get in on the ground floor, you might want to pay attention to the content we provide. Also, if you want to understand better the impact of how this opportunity helps you, check out the Third Eye, his platform. Links in the description of this video. Now, folks, I also want to give thanks. If you didn't know, I found out just on May 3rd, 2024, that someone posted on CoinMarketCap this post, and it has received over 20,000 views. And it was a post by Well10101. And they stated, SWFT, if you have a couple of hours, I recommend watching this YouTube video. And they give a link. And it says he goes into detail about what SWFT could be. It's a really, really interesting buy, in my opinion. It's like buying Jasmine all over again, which I have both. I also think about the supply of SWFT. It seems like it will explode soon. And folks, I want you to know this posting is the top posting on CoinMarketCap for this project. And I have the honor to find out that I am one of the top content creators that you watch about SWFT Coin. Thank you for watching my research, and thank you so much for the 20,000 views in less than 48 hours since someone made this post. I have had an influx of individuals subscribing to my channel and finding out why people are locked into the research over the hype. If you want to find out more, then before I get into this content today, this is how you can find out. First, I created a $1 billion blueprint, part 1, where I showed you billionaires who have an investment plan directly connected to SWFT. I brought you to part 2 of the Billionaire Blueprint, showing you deeper connections about the connection to SWFT. And if you have time, the video that you need to watch as well is this video. It's over 2 hours long, folks, of part 1 and 2, the full Billionaire Blueprint for SWFT. And if you're just getting started and you're not sure all about SWFT, I break down SWFT Coin like no one else has in my first video, SWFT Coin. You can find it right there online, where I go through all the details and facts about SWFT. I go through the trademark and patents in another video about SWFT. What is happening with that? And also I discuss a rumor I heard about SWFT and MoneyGram, which I discuss as well. Now, folks, if you want to find out about SWFT, go to my videos and look for these and other content that I've done with other collaborators who we have provided you the most detailed information about this project you can find. I'm not here to shill and I'm not here to FUD. I'm here to present you with information that you can use to help leverage your knowledge that hopefully puts yourself in a position to win. Now, folks, with that being said, that leads into why we're here today about the Binance listing update that I heard about SWFT Coin. But in order to talk about whether that was real or fake news, then I want to refer you to a previous video I did. Previously, after I had provided all these other videos I just showed you, I did a question answer session in which I addressed over 50 questions, folks, about SWFT Coin based on the research, the facts and objective research, and not hype. I know you want to go to a place where you're comfortable and look at information, not just hear someone tell you what you want to hear. Find information that is actually researchable that you can look up to. And in that research, I talked about a question about Binance and Binance releasing SWFT on its platform because that question keeps coming up. I'm going to go through this previous section that I discussed Binance, and then today, right after I do that, you will find the answer about whether or not on May 10th of 2024, if the post about Binance listing SWFT was confirmed. And you're going to find out right now. But first, in order to know about the future, let's go ahead and go to the past and check out what I said about this project on Binance. This question, why doesn't Binance list SWFT? Now, there's going to be a few questions that come up that I think are important to answer. So I'm going to try to answer as well as I can. Now, what I see here is a Binance page, which is the company Binance, and it talks about how companies get their token listed. Now, we can't go behind closed doors to fill in the pieces about that. This is a frequently asked questions. You all can go to the same thing I did, and you can look this up. 2021, on 6/18/2021, Binance has this listed, and the question that's about Binance are right here. So here we go. So as you read through this, this is to blockchain companies. It talks about how you must apply to be on Binance. I read through that. What do you need to get your project listed on Binance? So what do you need? What does SWFT Coin need to be listed on Binance? They must update their project progress to the community and us regularly. Well, we know that they haven't updated since 2021, so that would keep them from doing it. It must be weekly or monthly. However, they have updates through SWFT Medium, and they have updates through their Twitter, or now they call it X page. So is this referring to updates meaning the white paper, or updates meaning their updates they have to their roadmap? I don't think so, but that would be applicable. So based on the updates we see in those spaces, they got that down. This is required even after listing on Binance. Number two, incorporate BNB in your ecosystem and raise BNB during your fundraising phase. They did incorporate BNB in their ecosystem, and they did raise it during a fundraising stage. Support Binance in your community. They show support for Binance in their community. Here's important notes. Now, this is something that you need to know. So everyone thinks that when Binance, well, you can't just go to Binance. This is their rules that you cannot violate if you want your project to be there. Not saying that they did that, but I want you to know they can't just simply shill, as you will, their company. This is what you cannot do. This is what it says. Do not ask our CEO for a status update of your application. Do not ask for a contact person. We don't allow projects to contact our review team to avoid biased influence as well as potential bribery attempts. Do not shill coins on our CEO, Twitter, social media, or chat. Instead, you should provide regular status updates to us through Binance listing application form weekly. Do not send your white paper to our CEO. Please note, even though our project might not be listed now, we may reconsider your application in the future when we see improvements to your project. So SWFT Coin cannot directly contact Binance. So when people say when Binance, they need to get Binance, that's up to Binance, 100% up to Binance. And from what I've seen from other blogs and other people talking about Binance listings, apparently Binance has monetary restraints as well about how much volume you must bring in and those questions as well a day. So if you do apply, that's it. They said they'll talk about who would contact you, and they talked about two ways. Now, to submit your application to be on Binance for SWFT Coin, that's what we're talking about, folks. You either have a web page for a direct listing on Binance and a launchpad launch pool application, and make sure you are not phishing site. So don't get robbed. These companies be getting robbed there as well. You can't just go to Binance. You have to apply. And this site, if you want to go look at it yourself, folks, it's on Binance.com/English/support/frequently asked questions FAQ/how to get your coin listed on Binance. You can Google it and you can find it yourself as well. Now, reminders for projects, they also say do due diligence on the authenticity of communications from Binance. So that answers the question, though, of why they didn't list it, because Binance hasn't selected them. What we don't know, the better question is, have they applied to go to Binance? If someone claims to have partnerships or listing agreements with Binance, they are lying or violating their agreement with us, which renders them void. Now, I want y'all to hear that. Did you hear that? You hear that? Let me read it again. This is Binance.com. If someone claims to have a partnership, quote unquote, or listing agreements with Binance, they are lying or violating their agreement with us, which renders them void. Now, I think this is so important because we sit here and we want the companies to give them all the information about what they're doing. And unfortunately, as you can see right here, sometimes that violates their agreements. They might have non-disclosures or listing agreements with these companies because there's financial regulations, and what people want them to do is counterproductive to what they can do and could cause them to be delisted or not be listed at all. So when we start asking these questions, some questions we cannot know. We won't know. Businesses work like this all the time. That's not unusual. It's hard though, right? Because you don't know what you don't know. And so I wanted to show you this because there is no one who can answer the Binance question online without violating Binance's agreement. It's right there in black and white. So if you see someone saying SWFT is going this, it has to be a rumor. And because if Binance finds out, then they're not going to be on Binance. So I just want to share that with you. So if Binance finds out, they're not going to be on Binance. Folks, that was a video I did a few weeks ago where I question answer session based on the research, and I provided that. But why are we here today? Well, what did we find out? Objective research from Binance themselves. Let them speak for themselves. It said that if someone says online that there's a listing, it would violate Binance's user agreement. You can't do it. And the companies themselves can't shield. So Binance has to select you, and they would not announce it unless what? Unless they have approved for it to be announced. So why does that matter? Well, let me show you why it matters. A post was made online on this popular social page. And the post says, SWFT, a new Binance article came out today explaining, and I underline it for you to read for yourself. SWFT will be listed on Binance Exchange on May 10th, 2024. Fill your bags. At the time in which this was listed, there was 217 views. Now there's more. There was all these people looking at that. Now, of course, this is going to be big news, and it was on a social media page that many people go to. Now, for purposes of trying to keep a little bit of privacy for the individual, I did redact their name off of this post. You will be able to find that. I think people will be able to look and find this post for yourself. But I wanted to make sure that I did that part, because even though they posted publicly, I still wanted to make sure that if you go find this post, that you find it and you look for yourself. I don't want to call no one out. I just want to simply present my findings about the research, and their post is the point of this research. Now, I also noted that this post, as I said, at the time in which I reviewed this, had 233 reviews. Now that has doubled. And I wanted to also let you know that I looked into it, and the poster first created their ID for this particular social page in 2021. What was a little concerning is, of those over 233 views, only 3 individuals asked this question. Please provide the name of the article you're referring to as the source. Then someone else, I've been looking for the information regarding the new SWFT Coin listing on Binance, unable to find anything so far. And then the same person comes back and says, can you please post a source or direct link to the article? Thanks. Now, this is important, folks, because it has way more views than people asking the objective question to find out whether or not there's truth in this. So that means it's possible that if there's over 400 views, it will continue to multiply, and then people will start passing this information on. And we saw what happened when HBAR happened with that false information, that misinformation, and people bought into HBAR thinking they're connected to BlackRock. And what happened with that? Then people lost money because they got in on high. They were buying and chasing a green candle that was falsely presented to people. And then the company deleted it off their sites. Well, I don't want people to be misled, so I always like to give you objective resources. So if you want to come to a place where you can get the objective information and look for yourself, come check out the Underdog Research channel. I do research over the hype. Sometimes you might not like what I have to tell you, whether it's good or bad, but that's not my purview. My purview is to provide you the research I do for myself, and I share it with you. So let's get back to it. So when I looked into that, I was looking to find out, can I find any proof of this article? Well, this is what I found. During my research, I looked from May 6th back and I specifically looked for Binance listings. And the only connection that I found from May 6th back with my own research is this post on Binance that says Binance listing vote between SWFT Coin and Chromia. Now, this post was from 2020. There were 3 listings that mention and reference SWFT Coin. As I have shown you here in this picture, I laid it out and gave you the dates from Binance. You can go find this yourself. Now, Binance in 2020, that's 4 years ago, they posted this. They posted a community vote between 2 projects, the project SWFT Coin and Chromia. They asked the community in Binance to vote for when one of these 2 would go on to Binance and be available for trade. And the winner of those would be the project that Binance would choose. On 4/26/2020 was the first Binance post about SWFT Coin. On 5/5/2020 was the second Binance post about SWFT Coin. And on 5/7/2020 was the third post. All 3 posts are cohesive because all 3 posts are discussing SWFT Coin being listed on Binance and a vote between 2 projects. So if you're following me so far, these are the two projects that the communities on Binance are voting to see which one would be listed. So the results of that was Binance will list community coin vote round 8, the winner, and it was what? Chromia. And on 5/7/2020, Binance announced congratulations to the winner, Chromia, on having the most votes. That is who won. So, what did that tell me? After reviewing SWIFT Coin, SWIFT blockchain, doing a search through keywords and also other means of investigative techniques to discover if there was any type of May 10th, 2024 listing, after going to Binance.com and other resources, I could not find that post. So I was wondering whether or not the Binance listing May 2024 was fact, fake, or a shill. Well, folks, according to my research, I determined that this was a shill post. There was no evidence found that Binance will be lifting SWIFT Coin at all on their site. So now, you would think the research would be over, but I wanted to find out as well whether or not the poster was artificial intelligence or human. Was this a artificial intelligence derived post on this popular social media channel to get people interested in looking at SWIFT Coin? And was it done by AI or was it done by a human? Well, I determined through my research that this was a real person that made this post. And I determined that I don't believe, based on the information I found out about that poster, that they had a nefarious intent, that they was intentionally trying to deceive people. Based on the history of this person's post and other information I found, they are a shiller. They are trying to shill and get attention to the project. Now, folks, here's my point. If you're looking at information online, you have to look at objective information. I've had this conversation recently in my community. Do not allow your blind judgment of wanting to have some success with this project keep you from looking at objective facts and reasoning. Also, do not put more into positive information that you hear than the red flags. In order to research a project, we have to have both. This person may have had a good intent by trying to market, advertise for SWIFT, but posts like this can do more damage than good because individuals not looking into those posts may take those as real and make a financial decision based off of a post that they didn't fully read or research, that SWIFT would be listed on Binance, which was not true. If that post was true, then it would conflict with what we saw on Binance's page, which stated that if anyone says they have a partnership with Binance, they would be violating their rules and they would be lying. I didn't make that up. We saw it firsthand from the video from Binance page. There is no one who could tell you about a partnership with Binance or a listing other than Binance, according to their own rules. So folks, unless the person posting can produce the information of the article that they stated they saw, I cannot confirm that this post was true. My analysis is that this is a shill post and it's not true. Now, one thing I did find, though, just so you know, is SWFT has a vapor smoker available for sale. That is the only news that came out on May 6th of 2024. But just so you know, this is not the same SWFT coin. This is a company that's out of a whole nother state with the name of SWFT, who has a vapor product for people who smoke. So unless that is the new news, which is not associated with SWFT coin or SWFT blockchain whatsoever, then folks, I'm afraid to tell you that there is no evidence to support the claim that SWFT coin will be on Binance and that the post was a shill post. Please, if you want to do the project a favor, please go out on your social media channels such as CoinMarketCap, Twitter, Facebook. Take the link to this video, update those social media channels, and make sure you get the information out corrected that there is no listing that could be found about SWFT coin being posted on Binance, and that information doesn't appear to be true. I hope that you enjoy this video. Sorry it's not the information you may have wanted to hear, but I believe the truth is always better than the hype. Until next time, this has been the Underdog Research Channel. Music by Indigo Saint.
Yeah, peep work. I'm moving on research. See, that's the difference between making a bag or losing a bag. Well, it's like work. Research. BOT make the tech work. An underdog, you like Cap Kirk. We masters in the Metaverse. Just research. Deep work. What you mean in a research? See, that's the difference between 100 stacks and no stacks. So we research. Light work. BOT make the tech work. An underdog, you like Cap Kirk. We masters in the